in foresight practice, we often use STEEP V, which is like just a framework. Basically, it's social, technological, economic, environmental values. P, political. I can spell.
Nice.
Yeah, all the letters. And then sometimes we throw in legal too. So, but basically what that is just you can start to throw your signals into those categories, and it just starts to show like what is happening. So if a signal is in tech, and then it starts something similar starts to emerge in political, say, or something starts to emerge in economic and values, that's starting to show that this signal is moving from a weaker signal to something that you should really start to pay attention to. Something that's all within one like realm or sector isn't as strong as something that starts to move into all different areas of like
Cool.
society. So once it starts to move, like we even saw that say with like AI, it was kind of just in tech, and then it started to move in political and then in legal and in economic, and like things were just it was getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and we can talk about that later, but that's when you're like, okay, it's not just this small signal anymore. It's starting to move into like a bigger trend and maybe even like driving other things as well.
Yeah, that's such a cool. I think it's just such a fascinating way to look at the world and just to be like a bit more conscious about what you're drawn to and why you're drawn to it.
Mhm.
And we've been doing that exercise as a team. So Alyssa's been taking us through this thing that we called Scan Club, where we identify and look for signals. And we do that as a team every 2 weeks and kind of chat through it. And we are specifically looking for digital marketing related signals. And I'm curious, Alyssa, you kind of touched on those different categories. If you're looking for a specific type of signal, say you're like work in social media or you work in advertising or something, should you look at other industries for signals as well? Like I know you mentioned that if they're in different in like I guess categories, that's when it emerges into a larger trend. But if someone specifically, like even us, we're working in digital marketing, do you recommend looking around outside of our industry for signals?
Yeah, 100%. Say if we're only reading newsletters about social media, like that's just one perspective and one worldview or one area. Whereas like we start to understand, especially in like systems thinking, that we're all connected. So things that are happening in economics, things that are happening in the political landscape, things that are even happening environmentally start to impact us.